Good evening, hello and welcome to Krishi Jagran business platform that keeps you updated with all the agri news of the nation. This is Yash Saxena. Let's take a quick look at the top headlines of the day. Krishi Jagran legal expert Vijay Sardana joined hands, first of its kind Agri-Talk show in the making. Nirmala Sitharaman to present the union budget on February 1st. Budget session will start from January 31st. Scientific community could help reduce post-harvest losses, says PM Modi at 108th Indian Science Congress. India touches milestone of 782 crore UPI transaction in December 2022, PM Lauds Fellow Indians for embracing digital payments. Varanasi seeks 50 crore rupees funds for Facelift agriculture meet to be held in April. NTPC starts India's first green hydrogen blending operation in PNG network. IIT-Guwahati students developed Indigenous drone will help in warehouse management. UP government sets up committees to find out productivity variations in crops. Uttarakhand CM attends NABARD's State Credit Seminar 2023-24, releases state focus paper for the next year. Vegetable production expected to exceed 5,000 crore rupees per year in Jammu and Kashmir. With the price of cotton in the state at just 6,800 rupees per quintal, farmers have announced protest across Telangana. Centre extends interest-free loan to Andhra Pradesh tobacco growers. Coffee exports rise to 4 lakh tons in 2022. International Monetary Fund head Kristalina Georgieva warns world, says global economy to face a more difficult year in 2023. Dense fog envelops Delhi, temperature drops to season's lowest of 4.4 degrees Celsius. Now the news in detail. Today, Krishi Jagran and senior advocate Vijay Sardana of the Supreme Court of India have joined hands regarding a farmer-centric talk show in which the farmer will have a brief discussion with agri-experts and key industry players on various agricultural issues. An MoU was signed today in Delhi by Astha Sardana of Achievers Resources and Krishi Jagran's editor-in-chief MC Dominic. Look what our editor-in-chief has to say on this collab.
When we started Krishi Jagran, we had a dream that every aspiration of agri segment should be reflected in media platforms. But somehow we could not take it to that level where we were thinking, dreaming or expecting to do it. But today, a man who was born and lived with agriculture, with all what happens in agriculture, has been observing and being part of that for the last so many years, has come forward to take this challenge and execute it.
In his address at the event, Sardana talked about how this day would change lives of many associated with agriculture, be it in country or anywhere else globally. Sardana is also very well-known column writer, author, blogger, TV panelist and a renowned moderator and speaker at international and national conferences. Look what he has to say after signing the MoU.
What I would like to say is that this is a great opportunity for all of us. And Krishi Jagran is one of the unique platforms because it covers in all languages. The base information sharing is in all possible languages in India. Now, what is important for any developing or developed society is having a effective, meaningful communication to start a good thinking process in any society. You all, as a team of Krishi Jagran, were doing a great job in the print form. You were doing on social media or electronic platform. We are also adding a new dimension, that is video platforms now, where idea is that we will pick up the brains of many people, starting from farmers, policymakers, scientists, experts, a different domain which are related to agriculture and food ecosystem.
The objective behind the Fresh initiative is to pick up the brains of many influencers in the industry, including agri-scientists, policymakers and farmers, and bring them onto one platform, having a useful discourse with them which can bring a positive change in the lives of farmers. President Draupadi Murmu is expected to address a joint session of the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha in the Central Hall of Parliament to formally open the budgetary sessions. According to the media reports, budgetary session for the year 2023 will start on January 31st and end on April 6th. The first phase of the session is scheduled to last until February 10th and will begin on January 1st with the presentation of the Union Budget in the lower house by Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. Notably, since being elected as the President of India in August of last year, this will be President Murmu's first address to both houses of Parliament. Meanwhile, the second part of the budget session is anticipated to begin on March 6th and end on April 6th, following a break during which the standing committees review the request for grants from various ministries. In addition to the government's legislative agenda, the consideration of the request for funding for various ministries takes center stage during the second portion of the budget session. In the previous session of the Parliament, the Lok Sabha had introduced a total of 9 bills, out of which 7 were passed by the House. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the Indian Science Congress on Tuesday with a resolution to make India the world's most advanced laboratory of modern sciences in Amritkar. PM Modi inaugurated the Science Congress held at the Amravati Road campus of Rashtra Sant Tugdoji Maharaj, Nagpur University in Maharashtra through video conferencing. Addressing the ceremony, the Prime Minister said Indian scientists will play an important role in the heights India will reach in 25 years. It is my belief that the Scientific Society of India will take the country to the heights it deserves. Data and technology are in abundance in India. Our scientists have the capability to take India to greater heights in both these fields. Whether it is traditional knowledge or modern technology, both are helpful in scientific research. We have to develop investigative attitude to strengthen our scientific processes. PM Modi said, we are seeing the results of the scientific approach with which India is moving forward today. India is fast becoming one of the top countries in the world in the field of science. Payments through Unified Payment Interface, that is UPI, touched a record high of Rs 12.82 lakh crores in December. During the month, 782 crore transactions in volume terms were done on the platform, which was launched in 2016. UPI has made a major contribution in ushering digital payment revolution in the country. In December 2022, UPI has crossed 7.82 billion transactions worth 12.82 trillion rupees. The Department of Financial Services said in a tweet on Monday. Sharing a tweet thread by a fintech expert, the Prime Minister tweeted, I like how you have brought out the rising popularity of UPI. I laud my fellow Indians for embracing digital payments. They have shown remarkable adaptability to tech and innovation. This mark shows Digital India mission is getting bigger and more successful every day. 6 of the 11 G20 summit events that are scheduled to be held in Uttar Pradesh will be held in the spiritual city of Kashi, also known as Varanasi. Following a review meeting of the preparations of the international event with the representatives from various departments, including PWD, Varanasi Municipal Corporation, Varanasi Development Authority and other officials, have estimated a budget of 50 crore rupees to carry out new exercises for a facelift of this city. The Ministry of Agriculture has been identified as the nodal for the April meeting of the Agriculture Working Group, while in June, the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports will host the Youth 20 Summit. As per the reports, a completion date for each project intended for the G20 Summit activities that would take place here between April and August has also been established in the meeting. State-owned power generator NTPC Limited has commissioned the country's first green hydrogen blending project, the Ministry of Power said in a statement. Green hydrogen blending has been started in piped natural gas PNG network of NTPC Kawas Township, Surat. The project is a joint effort of NTPC and Gujarat Gas Limited. The foundation stone of the project was laid by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi in July last year. The blending project will supply H2NG natural gas to households in the Kawas Township at Adityanagar, Surat. The green hydrogen in Kawas is produced through the electrolysis of water using power from a 1 megawatt floating solar project. The ministry said that the Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board has approved 5% volume by volume blending of the green hydrogen with PNG to start with, and the blending levels will be scaled in phases to reach 20%. Green hydrogen, when blended with natural gas, reduces carbon emissions, keeping net heating content the same. IIT-Guwahati students have developed a new indigenous drone which will help in warehouse management. According to an official, the club encourages students to use their creativity, technology and innovation in aero modeling to create smart drones. with simpler user interfaces. Till now, the students in the club has developed various types of drones, including warehouse drones for warehouse management, Reaper drones for military and law enforcement. In a real-world scenario, warehouses were one of the most difficult places to maintain, with various repetitive tasks such as inventory management or moving objectives to different locations. Failure to complete these tasks on time can result in significant financial losses. To avoid human inefficiency, the innovators created a drone to perform labor-intensive tasks that require time-consuming repetitive physical work. The Uttar Pradesh government has set up 4 crop-wise committees to find out reasons for significant variations in the level of productivity of wheat, paddy, pulses and oilseeds in 6 districts, and also suggest strategies to increase productivity in the districts concerned. Agriculture Production Commissioner Manoj Kumar Singh issued an order in this regard to the concerning officials here on Tuesday. The committees, as per the order, will prepare and complete their report by January 24th and forward the same to the Director of Agriculture, who will submit his report to the Agriculture Minister. Before setting up the committees, the government identified 3 districts each for the highest and lowest productivity of wheat, paddy, pulses and oilseeds. It was found that the productivity of wheat was the highest in Bagpat, Shahjahanpur and Bulandshahr, but the lowest in Sonbhadra, Mahoba and Prayagraj districts. Yesterday, Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami attended the NABARD organized State Credit Seminar 2023-24 and released the NABARD prepared state focus paper for the year. The event was held at a hotel on Subhash Road in Dehradun. NABARD has estimated a credit potential of 30,000 crore rupees in the priority sector for the state of Uttarakhand for the fiscal year 2023-24, which is 6.22% higher than the previous year. CM Dhami expressed gratitude to NABARD, saying that a loan scheme for more than 30,000 crore rupees had been prepared this year for the development of agriculture, horticulture and small and medium-sized industries in the Uttarakhand. This plan will prove effective in increasing the livelihood of farmers, people engaged in horticulture and small-scale industries. This loan system would require proper monitoring and transparency so that the needy people do not face any difficulties in obtaining loans. The government announced recently that precision farming intervention will double the gross output of vegetable in Jammu and Kashmir from 3,982 crore rupees to 8,000 crore rupees per year. The Agriculture Production Department intervention, which will be carried out over the next 5 years, will cost 420 crore rupees. The promotion of vegetable under open and high-tech protected cultivation project is one of 29 approved by the Jammu and Kashmir administration after being recommended by the UT level Apex Committee for Holistic Development of Agriculture and Allied Sectors in Jammu and Kashmir. Currently, Jammu and Kashmir's vegetable demand is met by both domestic vegetable production of 1991.25 thousand metric tons worth 3,000 crore rupees and imports of another 300 metric thousand tons worth rupees 635 crores per year. The farmers cultivating cotton are not getting proper profit because the prices of cotton are lower this year as compared to last year. Meanwhile, there is a news the farmers of Telangana have decided to protest in the entire state due to not getting the right price for cotton. The farmers have announced that if they do not get the rate of 15,000 per quintal of kapas, they will block the road in the entire state. It is being said that many farmers in the state are troubled by the lower prices. Hundreds of farmers had also staged a sit in Asifabad on Saturday. According to the information, suddenly the price of cotton has come down in Telangana. Due to fall in prices, cotton has become 6,800 rupees per quintal. At the same time, a farmer involved in protest said that it is only slightly more than the minimum support price. About 50 million acres of land is used for growing cotton in the state. Farmers were encouraged to take upon cultivation in 2022 as prices has reached a record high in the past. Even as heavy rains and flood destroyed crops in many parts of the state, farmers went ahead and replanted the fiber crop. Centre has accorded approval to extend a special interest-free crop loan for 28.11 crore rupees at the rate of 10,000 rupees to each grower member of Tobacco Board's Growers Welfare Scheme in the southern region of Andhra Pradesh. The loan will be extended from the Tobacco Growers Welfare Fund and will benefit 28,000 grower members. Union Minister for Commerce and Industry Piyush Goyal approved the interest-free crop loan, which will help Virginia tobacco growers overcome damage caused by rain following the Mandu cyclone. The Tobacco Board has requested a special Chief Commissioner of Agriculture and District Collectors of Praksham, Palnadu, Batala and Nellore to enumerate the crop damage and provide relief through the State Disaster Relief Fund. According to the data released by Coffee Board of India on January 2nd, 2023, total coffee exports from India surpassed 4 lakh tons, with demand for instant coffee from Russia and Turkey reaching a new high for $1.11 billion. Shipment increased 18% over the previous year from $945 million in terms, while export increased to 26% in rupees terms to 8,762 crores. Overall shipments were 4 lakh tons, up more than 2% from the previous years. According to permits issued by the State-run Coffee Board, shipment of instant coffee increased by 10% to over 1.34 lakh tons, up from 1.21 lakh tons in the same period last year. This included increased re-export for more than 91,000 tons. Lower grade coffee is imported from countries such as Vietnam and re-exported after being converted into value-added instant coffees. The International Monetary Fund has warned about the state of the global economy. The IMF said that 1/3 of the global economy will be in recession this year, and this year will be more difficult than 2022 amid fears of softening in the US, EU and China. Monetary Fund Chief Kristalina Georgieva said this on Sunday. The Global Institute said the global growth rate is projected to decline to 3.2% in 2022 and 2.7% in 2023 from 6% in 2021. Barring the time of the global financial crisis and COVID-19 pandemic, this would have been the lowest since 2001. The trend of growth is the weakest since then. Georgieva said the next 1-2 months will be difficult for China, and growth in China will harm regional and global growth. The weather has changed its mood in the new year. Cold wave has started in many states of the country. The meteorological department has issued a yellow alert from Wednesday to Saturday. According to the Regional Meteorological Center, New Delhi, due to unfavorable weather conditions, the temperature is declining. The mercury may fall further in the coming days as well. The department has expressed the possibility of cold day conditions on Friday and Saturday. The entire North India, including Delhi NCR, is in the grip of dense fog and cold waves these days. Delhi morning was recorded as the coldest morning of the season. The mercury dropped to 4.4 degrees in Delhi on Wednesday morning. Not only this, rail and road traffic was also affected due to dense fog in Delhi NCR and surrounding areas this morning. Today, around 11 trains coming to Delhi are running late by 1.5 hours to 4 hours. Children's schools have been closed till 7th of January. There is a possibility of a severe cold wave in northern parts of Rajasthan as well. If we talk about the hilly areas, snowfall is being seen in most part of the Uttarakhand like Nainital, Kedarnath, Mussoorie sector. So this was all about the news. Let's take a look at today's quiz question. The question is on your screen. The concept of cellular totipotency was given by option A, Robert Hooke, option B, Miller, option C, White, or option D, Haverland. You can reply to us via SMS on the number 8800023204. For more updates on Agri News, stay tuned with Krishi Jagran Business. This is Yash Saxena signing off.